An average person uses 123 gallons of water each day. All of our individual household activities that consume water do add up towards this large amount. In America, water is something that we take for granted as it comes with the pull of a handle or the turn of a knob. Yet there are other countries that are not as fortunate to have this luxury.
So when it comes to Catholic social teaching and the environment, and particularly water, the tradition itself is grounded in the common good. Because we live together in communities of people, we have to respect the earth's resources, and we have to learn to share with one of them. And that ties in with the Catholic social principle of solidarity as well, because we don't live as isolated individuals, but we're living together in communities, dependent not only upon one another, but upon the earth we all share.
In 1997, a sailor discovered a vortex of trash and plastic in the northern Pacific Ocean while taking a shortcut home from a Los Angeles to Hawaii yacht race. The trash vortex is an area the size of Texas, in which garbage swirls slowly around like a clock. It is choked with dead fish, marine mammals, and birds who get snared. Some plastics in the gyre will not break down in the lifetimes of the grandchildren of the people who threw them away.
Take a walk along any beach, anywhere in the world, and wash the shore will be many polythene plastic bags, bottles, and containers, plastic drums, and discarded lengths of rope. A single 1-liter bottle could break down into enough small fragments to put one on every mile of beach in the entire world. It has been estimated that over 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine mammals and sea turtles are killed every year through ingestion of plastic or through entanglement. Any animal eating these pieces of plastic debris will also take in highly toxic pollutants. And while many believe that we are unaffected by this phenomenon, we eat fish and countless other organisms from the ocean, which have all come in contact with our own waste. This trash vortex isn't the only man-made epidemic in the world. The BP oil spill of 2010 in the Gulf of Mexico dumped over 170 million gallons of oil, polluting the water and killing a total of about 8,000 birds, sea turtles, and marine mammals within 6 months of the spill. Even after 2 years, the BP oil spill's long-term damage continues to haunt the local habitats, undermining the Catholic social teaching of the common good, reflected in the universal destination of goods. This teaching maintains that God gave the earth to the whole human race, without excluding or favoring anyone. The human person cannot do without the material goods that correspond to his primary needs, and this includes water. Pope John Paul II summarizes the ecological crisis and our responsibility to care for it. In our day, there is a growing awareness that world peace is threatened not only by arms race, regional conflict, and continued injustices among people and nation, but also by a lack of due respect for nature, by the plundering of natural resources, and by a progressive decline in the quality of life. Finally, he states, a new ecological awareness is beginning to emerge, which rather than being downplayed, ought to be encouraged to develop into concrete programs and initiatives.
Today's youth are the generation that must be the change in the world. Our world has supported us for many years with resources that we would not be able to thrive without, but we're taking all of this for granted. We need to not just fix our own environmental problems, we must rebuild and reverse the chain of destruction that has been initiated through our actions. As stewards of the earth, we must strive to protect our environment and take care of our water.